Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel, and in the second part of the first question, which was what do people hate the most about Windows 11, that was asked by a viewer. Of course, the question was in two-part. The viewer also asked me what I think of Windows 11, and my personal impression is actually good on Windows 11, but it's not perfect, far from it. And I like Windows 11. I like the new feel, the new look. It is something that I find refreshing. There are things that, are annoying and should be changed, and there are things that will need to be changed. So first of all, I like it because it's fast. Windows updates are more efficient. It is, I use my gaming machine, and I mean, the games are really fast. Everything works really well. A lot of people that complain about the speed of Windows 11, they say it's slower than Windows 10. I think it has to do, first of all, I would like to know if you're in the category of supported or unsupported hardware. That can make a big difference. Remember, if you're unsupported, you will also not have drivers that are optimized for Windows 11. That is something to think about. When you do have a compatible machine, the manufacturers will make updated drivers. That makes a big difference sometimes in performance. The thing that I wish they would do actually change a little bit. First of all, I wish that the weather could be here, but that you don't have to, have and deal with the widgets panel just by hovering. This should have a on-off switch. Like, I want the weather, I don't want the widgets to just automatically appear. Let me click on it. News and interest panel in Windows 10 had that feature, that problem. People were actually hovering over the weather. Panel would open up, but at least they added a little switch. It said, well, instead of just hovering, you got to click to get the panel. Well, I hope widgets has the same thing. I don't use it, but I do wish that all of those that do want the taskbar to be moving around the screen get their wish. I think, Windows, for as long as I can remember, had that feature. It's kind of weird that it's not in Windows 11. As for the taskbar, so the drag and drop, stuff like that are coming. The thing that I got used to and I don't really care is the right click on the start button to get the task manager, for example. And of course, what they call the secret menu. That's fine with me because, yes, right click on the taskbar just gives you taskbar settings, which is a little different. Do I want that to be changed to some extent? I'm not sure, because one of the ideas behind all of this was to simplify the menus and have just what is, the minimum that people would want on using these features. I think I personally find it okay like this. Drag and drop definitely needed to be there, stuff like that. These are all coming in 22H2 and going to work well and be okay with Windows 11. Reorganization of this start menu should be better. The fact that you could collapse, for example, if I don't want to have the recommended feature here, problem is if I remove recommended, what happens? Well, this is just empty space. It doesn't resize the start menu to accommodate the fact that you have some more space that you can use. Things like that. The fact that all apps, if you wish to have a list of apps, always comes back to default of the start menu. There's no way to kind of have all apps list alphabetical. Stay there. Things like that. Yep, a little annoying especially for some people. Could be a little annoying. I've learned to use the search quite a lot, so it's not that bad of a problem, but there are things like that definitely needs to be addressed. Settings app is not bad, actually. I like the redesigned settings app. The only thing is there are a few things, like the famous default apps should definitely be much easier for every type of app that you want to use. One thing that I do find a little annoying on some is, so there are things that have a little arrow, and when you click anywhere, it brings you to something like that, a different menu. But there are places where the settings, once you are in the options, instead of a arrow, you get 3 dots, and you have to go through the 3 dots, because if you click the setting itself, it doesn't work. That is, for me, a little weird. Why do some menus have 3 dots and you have to go there to have that? And some menus have the arrows, which means that you can just click on an option and that's it. I have to say this is a little annoying and needs to be fixed also in the settings menu for sure. So, little details here and there, but important details, honestly. Of course, for the rest, it's going to be a work in progress. It's still what we call Windows as a service. I do wish Microsoft would have probably been a little more, they could have released this a little later and have a few more things working. There are things I'm not happy that are not available outside of the US, like the famous Amazon App Store for Android through the Windows subsystem for Android. That should be available at way more places than just US. Kind of a little sad that that doesn't happen. I don't miss, seeing Cortana and stuff like that at all. But and signing in with a Microsoft account, I personally don't care. I use my Microsoft account and like it because it synchronizes my settings and everything among all of my devices, which I find fantastically cool. The only thing I would add to that is let the people decide if they want to use one or not. I think that would be a fair option to just, let people decide if they do or want or not a Microsoft account. That said, most devices and most OS today requires and wants you to have an account to use its features. And so there's nothing different than Windows. But it's the fact that Windows, for a long time, never really needed that is different, and for a lot of people, a problem. But overall, I give it a good score. It works well. It's a refreshing look. It's a refreshing change compared to Windows 10. But definitely, like I said, we do need some updates and we do need some changes to be done. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.